conscious is still neutral, kinda.
Unconscious Russian doesn't
True
care.
neutral. Not good neutral, not evil neutral, just true neutral.
Well, I think you might be a little chaotic if you think about it.
I meant while you're sleeping.
Oh, true.
I feel like
Yes.
Gapala has kind of evolved into doesn't take shit.
The new feature
Some Yosef.
character.
It's gone. No, Gapala has gone from going with the flow to not taking shit.
Yeah. And actually, we could have some good character development here. Like, do you think any of that has to do with getting fired from the exchange job at all?
Oh yeah, totally. Like
is part of that
Gapala got
still
fired,
getting
and
to
now
Gopala?
now he's forced to wander around and do odd jobs on a rented ship that he has to pay for, which before
With a
now
crazy
he
Russian.
didn't have to. Yeah, with an insane Russian, a missing pilot, a doctor who bailed. Like, this is
And nobody
shit.
knows what Johan does.
Yeah, God knows what Johan does. Like, Gapala's
You know I was
annoyed.
homeless.
He's
I was
angry.
homeless. That's all
And-
you know.
and on
He's
top
the
of that-
homeless guy.
On top of that, he's been forced into the role of captain because no one else would take it. He's sick of this shit, and he's not going to put up with it.
All right, so the healing process is going to take another day. Their medical equipment's pretty good, so at least you don't have to wait 2 days.
All right, so yeah, like after
we can fast forward to the next day unless there's anything
Oh,
else you guys want to do.
definitely
I
not
just
yet.
want to say something in reference to what Gapala was saying, how he's all frustrated. And part of the
Yeah.
frustration, I think, as well, is that Yosef sees the captain status as kind of a advisement. It's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. And Yosef's like, okay, I do what I want anyway.
Yeah, and Gopala's the one that has to deal with that. So anyway, but actually, like after weird person gets carted off, I'm going to gather the 3 members that we have left.
Fox's character.
Huh?
Innocent death.
That was a great introduction to Fox's character. Just blow the shit out of her.
So yeah, I'm gonna gather everyone and say, well,
Is
we're
this
down a
after
pilot.
I'm finished drunk?
Wait a minute. So I'm actually going to. I'm gonna say, wait. We need to search the ship. Morgan could be anywhere on here. God knows what cupboard that person stuffed him in.
I'm just gonna expect that maybe Morgan left. I mean, he didn't have such a good last flight, and he had been pretty down on himself anyways.
Wait.
Maybe
Who
he
was
was
Gorgon
afraid.
again? Who's Gorgon?
Seriously, it's 9 a.m. How are you drunk already?
And like he's sitting there and he's just like, oh, can we have this talk later?
It's-
and then he
it-
goes
it's not
back,
even-
like just walks away.
No, it's not
As
even
he's
5
walking
o'clock
away-
somewhere. It's 5 o'clock in multiple somewheres right now.
As
Time
he's
is
going to walk
relative?
away, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go check on the medical facility, and I'm just gonna hit my gun against the metal floor and just walk off.
I am going to set to looking for Morgan.
Okay, Yosef has a brilliant plan. We have a space Roomba on the ship. I'm not sure if you guys know. It kind of cleans everything. So Yosef's going to pick that up, and he's going to change it to try and look for heat signatures on the ship. And he's not going to actually look. He's just going to make that, and then he's going to go back to sleep.
Okay. Yosef, make a pre-tech roll. Fourth, make a perception roll.
Okay.
Pre-tech roll? Roombas are
Or
pre-tech?
sorry, not pre-tech, post-tech.
Fucking super Roomba.
you guys have a
Roomba.
pre-tech cleaning robot.
Shit, yeah.
Bam.
Wow,
Microsoft
Yosef,
We now have a
actually
person
makes something that works
finder.
for you. You make a Roomba that detects heat. So like what does it do to detect heat? Like does it display the heat? Does it like point to it and beep?
It starts
okay, what it
nudging.
does is because it has
It starts ramming against the wall where it sees the heat signature.
That would be incredibly Russian, but that's not what he did this time. What this one does is he put in like a little. I don't know how to future spaceships would go. But maybe like Bluetooth kind of idea, so it connects with the ship. So it's slowly mapping out the complete interior of the ship and giving heat signatures and giving like probabilities of where a human type shape might be.
Okay. Yeah. So first of all, you see absolutely nothing.
I hit my head on a
Um,
couple
You
of
see-
doorways.
You see a Roomba.
Yeah.
I just end up
After
I
about the
just end up
third room,
following
you
the
hear this
Roomba.
Roomba flying through.
And then Yosef, the only heat signatures you see, and you know that the thing works because it picks up you, Gopala, and I don't. Where is Johan exactly?
Johan
I think he
already
left.
He said he did
Yeah,
medical
Johan's
bay.
out.
And he hit the floor
You
to make
see-
sure that he had bothered Yosef's hangover.
Okay. So you see two heat signatures, yourself and Gopala, but that's it.
After I confirm it was working, I
Or
just
two
like go to
person.
sleep. I don't actually stay up and watch it. I just get it to see me, and I'm like, okay, close enough, and then like go back to sleep.
Do you tell Gopala how it's gonna work? Or do
No,
you
I don't tell him at all. It's just sort of sitting there, and if he goes to the main console at the front, he'll see like this mapping thing with like heat signatures. That's only if he goes to the front, though. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Party's a little dysfunctional right now.
No, it's even gonna be
It's
better
hopeless without a
because
pilot.
When
there's
I-
like a little beeping icon for it that looks like a Roomba with a missile launcher on it, so it completely doesn't like represent anything. And that's how you open it.
Nice.
For some reason, I just mentioned it, like, I envisioned it having, like, the AWACS disc on the top, like the plane they fly into hurricanes, just that giant radar disc for no apparent reason.
Yeah, it has something on there, and there's like a logo, and there's a stack of business cards for Yosef on them too, for no apparent reason.
All right,
Like his
so
business cards.
I'll say the day passes. Yosef has a very heavy hangover. Gopala, you didn't manage to find Morgan. Johan, what did you do?
I was
just
following
know
the
that you
medical
left
team.
the ship. Okay,
I was
okay, so
following the medical team.
you're there when Filibuster Fox's new character, whose name I do not know quite yet.
It's
you're
obviously
there
the
when he wakes
doctor.
up.
It's obviously the
wakes up.
doctor.
Dr. Mark II.
Yeah. No one's actually figured out the name yet. So, you see when she wakes up, like you're there.
Well, hey, sorry for our violent introduction. Hopefully this
probably
one can be
awkward.
more calm.
I imagine this being like a super awkward interaction too.
Yeah, well, she's just kind of stuck in the bed, so. Who are you people, anyways?
Well, we were the owners of that ship. Apparently that ownership changed. But
Glad you
now
noticed.
we're now
The
we're
years
kind of
are
a group-
perfect.
Now we're just kind of a group that does some vigilante missions together and owns a ship that can't move.
God, you are being so
Here's
kind to
the
this
problem.
person who tried to steal our fucking ship.
Vigilantes, huh?
I think he likes
we're
her.
just
Yeah,
been
you-
kind
I,
of
Johan-
like a
every morning,
Johan is
I
more,
go to Starbucks and order my Vigilate.
Johan is more middle of the road and go with the flow than Gopala at this point.
Yosef's the far extreme.
Yosef is
Yes.
just like on a different graph.
I was about to say
The
that.
scale has
he's
changed.
He's the 10th box on the graph. It's called crazy.
It's
Yeah,
called
like,
no, it's named
no,
after
the,
him.
The unknown factor. There you go. That's what it is. You actually have no idea how he is going to react.
Other than that, he likes the mechanical ears.
Yes.
Which
There's
he
like
will
a-
take him
apparently,
apart.
according to
There's like a region of the graph that's just Yosef could be anywhere within here.
This is
You
the
know-
Yosef factor.
You know when you used to be asked if you can draw like 4 lines to connect 9 dots? He's that top of the point of the triangle above the box that isn't connected with the box at all.
But it's genius.
Anyways, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose if your friend were to apologize for shooting me, I might be able to give you passage off this planet.
How about we make an agreement? If you fly our ship that we're renting from someone, we promise not to shoot you again. and we'll pay for your medical bills.
So
For
you say
shooting
you vigilante. Do you get to kill people?
occasionally, if the mission calls for it.
If I
Not
come with
needless
you, do I
killing.
get to kill people?
As long as you don't kill us.
Can that be negotiated later?
Yeah, Tame. I like
No,
the
I
same
think
thing.
I like
part's-
I like how
that
all of
part's
this.
non-negotiable.
I like how all of this is being negotiated with Gapala and Absentia.
Do I get to kill people?
Yeah.
I think the whole killing us is a non-negotiable in the contract.
So he gets to kill us.
No, he does not get to kill us.
So,
because if you're not there,
The doctor
know.
who's treating you just like comes by with some like aspirin and a glass and just hands it to you.
It's Filibuster's old character
snatch it.
treating it.
Snatch it away. I look
Well,
at them. I don't trust them. I will drink the water. Then.
I figure this works the
Thirsty.
best of both ways. You get to get off and you get to fly a ship, and you can join our crew if you so choose, and we get a pilot, which we need at this point because ours disappeared for some reason.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay, I'm willing to try it.
Okay, so here's our agreement, though. You're not allowed to shoot us. Okay?
Well, I don't have a gun on me right now, so it'd be challenging.
Yeah, it would be, but I don't know. You seem pretty
Hey, tell me
resourceful.
Your ship, I saw. Was that a Reaper cannon on it?
Believe so. It's slightly not functional right now, though.
It was.
But we do have a lovely chair.
It's still a Reaper cannon,
Yeah.
but it's not
It is
functional.
a work of art.
It doesn't work. How am I supposed to kill people if the gun doesn't work?
Well, how about you focus on flying the ship? It's like killing people, but flying.
Can I fly it really low,
Like
at,
Johan's
head level?
mediation.
Like people on the ground, just land that way.
Okay,
Horizontally?
I'll let you do this. You can fly it low to the ground whenever we're at a landing location to land the ship.
Well, let's try it out. I need the ship anyways. I'll go with
Sounds
this.
like a plan. And
I won't kill you today.
I'll reach out my hand. At least we have an agreement for a day, just like to shake hands.
She just looks at your hand.
So, are you guys gonna head back to the ship?
She gets
I'm
up
gonna
and
kinda-
does a very slight bow.
I'm gonna kind of like leave my hand there for a second. And after she bows, I'm just gonna kind of just awkwardly be like, "Well, let's go to the ship then." Very obviously, like this is not make this
So-
awkward.
So when you get back, Gopala is like, he has his gun disassembled on a table and he's cleaning the parts.
Be like, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna tell it, hey, wait here for just half a second. I don't want anyone to get shot again, because it's expensive.
I will wait at the entrance.
I'm gonna go in and be like, hey,
the research
Gopala,
facility was willing
I
to
know
cover
that
the.
Morgan's not here, but I found us a pilot.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, thank God.
Although you have a slight confrontation with her, and she doesn't like you very much.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, Johan.
You shot her. I mean, I wouldn't like you either.
She tried to steal our fucking ship, man.
Yes, but we've reached an agreement, and it's now understood that it's our ship.
Oh, good. Oh,
as
good.
long as she doesn't steal it again.
Yeah. Does this agreement also involve her not shooting us in our sleep?
Yes, for a day or two.
Wait, this is
We
like
can just not
I'm
give
just
her guns.
interjecting
This is an
here. Is that one day means we can't get anywhere because it takes 6 days to go one space. So
Yep,
just so you know.
that is true.
It is true. We could just, lock her guns away in a safe location for a short period of time until we trust her,
And
or
just hope
need her
that
to shoot stuff.
this thief does not know how to lockpick?
Sounds like a plan.
Or just when they're flying the
Who
ship.
learns
Open
lockpicking?
doors?
It's like 3,000. Like, let's be real. No one knows lockpicking anymore. Let's start 2,500.
Yosef is not.
Wow,
even
we
there,
didn't
so-
get over lockpicking until 3,500 or 2,500.
Yeah.
Locks are always useful to be picked.
Well, I guess
The
like
only reason they-
after the point where everything becomes digital and you have to be able to like hack into security systems, there are some people who are like, you know what? Now locks are even safer because no one knows how to use them.
No one
Yeah.
can
No,
hack
see,
them.
now if you don't have the key, it just hits
Unhackable.
you what future locks do.
I
What
think
is-
at
Yeah,
this
so,
you cut
point,
out for a bit.
Oh, I said
go ahead.
now what locks do is if you don't have the key for them, they just shoot you with a giant laser.
It's my kind of
Very
lock.
effective.
Also, at this point, when you're discussing, it's like you see the Roomba buzz by. It's still going, and it like beeps at both of you, and then keeps going.
Yep. People. All right. Let's keep going.
Is Yosef like getting over his hangover, or is he actually controlling the Roomba?
At this point, I think Yosef is.
Oh my God! What if you
what is
implanted a
that called?
speaker into it, and now
I
that's
could
how
do
he
that
goes
at a
around the
different
ship.
time. No. Yosef at this point is getting more vodka to counteract the hangover effects. Because if
No.
you get back to being drunk, you're no longer hungover.
If I were to
Now I'm
stop
just thinking
drinking,
of
the
the,
collective hangover would kill me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
The archer would
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
And he's
So-
also
so-
got like a 4-liter bottle, like the milk jug of water, so he can hydrate himself.
So are we good with this agreement? Are we good with her being the pilot? Is that okay with you? I'm just gonna look at him as he's shaking his head, and I'll be like, "I'll go get her then," and just walk out.
Like Gopala is just kind of trying to ignore Johan at this point.
So I think it's okay. He didn't say anything. So I'm gonna take that as a good sign, because as awkward as this entire experience has been, nothing is probably better than something.
You know, like Caboose, I
Okay.
gotta admit, your dedication to living up to your name is really impressive.
He did. He got a day of me not shooting.
So, by the way, I almost forgot, and I'm surprised no one called me on it. But for the whole mission in Frosa, everyone gets 2,000 experience.
Hey, I'm gonna level up.
Yay. So I already have 500 somehow.
Yeah. So now you have 25.
Yeah,
that was for
from our
the
first mission.
very first mission.
Yeah.
How is my XP going?
So I'll give you half. So you get 1,000.
I'll give you half
Just
for
roll
getting shot.
2d6 and take it if it, or roll 2d4 and take the higher, or take it if it's higher than your value, right?
Wait
But
a
on the
minute,
other
Azza.
hand,
Azza,
Yeah.
this character gets 1,000 EXP just for getting shot. Can I get shot?
No.
Can Yosef get some extra
Sure,
EXP?
I'll help.
like it's because the doctor retired like right as he got the experience points, so
I know.
they're roll over a little bit. Remember me as a nice GM.
As a hit points is you
Still
roll
not
your
enough to
hit
level.
dice, and if it's higher, you take it, right?
Remember me.
Yeah. You guys can all roll that right now. So.
God damn it. I'll have
So,
4 hit points.
If I can keep the 500 XP from the first mission from the doctor and add 10, I could level.
All right, so Yosef, you're rolling 2d6. Fourth, you're rolling 2d8, and then that is your new hit points, unless it's lower than what you already had, in which case it's not your new hit points.
Definitely
Well-
not your new hit points.
See, at least it can't go down.
Like this hit point system.
Yeah.
All right, so those are your new hit points. Everyone also gets experience or skill points, which you cannot spend yet. Yay!
Okay.
So the way skills work in this game is you get skill points. Experts get 3. So Yosef just Yosef. You get 3. Johan and Gopala, you guys get 2 skill points, and then you have to train and pay to get extra skill points. So I actually didn't put this on the character sheet anywhere because I forgot about it. But mark somewhere that you have unspent skill points, and then whenever it seems applicable, like you guys are just on a planet waiting for 3 days, then I could say, yeah, you can learn how to do this, and it becomes your new skill. And then Johan, you can also you go up one level in what is it?
My main
Precognition, and then your second level. Think about it. Let me know at some point over the rest of the session, and then you can take that.
Okay.
Let me just look up the second level precognition thing. In the meantime, so I take it Johan introduces the new
The-
pilot.
The still
Reintroduce-
yet unnamed.
Give me 1 second. I have a baby crying, so you guys
Okay.
talk for me right now. But yes, I introduced.
All right.
Okay.
You two have been reintroduced. How
That is-
awkward is it?
Good shooting you did there.
I'm just starting to put the pieces of my gun back together with offensive clicks.
You seem like you're good at killing people. Feel like we could get along.
Just still fiddling with the gun, putting everything back together.
She walks past and heads towards the cockpit, looking for her guns.
Should also mention we're gonna confiscate your guns for a little bit, at
Wait,
least until we
you can't
get to
take
our.
my meowser.
What?
No,
We'll give it back. I
this,
promise.
at this point, Gopala actually will turn his head and say, "Fucking your what?"
My meowser. The rifle.
How much does second levels cost? 1 sec, Caboose. I'm just looking up how many psi points it costs to use an ability, the second level ability. Also, you do get through 3 more psi points, so
Oh,
I can
nice.
mark that on your character sheet while you.
I got it.
Thing.
I'm already on there.
Okay.
Hey, Woody.
So yeah, back to you guys. Sorry about that.
How am I supposed to kill anything if the Reaper can doesn't work and you take my meowser?
At this point, have I been introduced to this person?
Well, so far the introductions have been like walking into the same room and saying this is the new pilot.
Well, I still haven't left my room. Actually, no, I'm in the mess hall right now. So, have you gone towards the front of the ship at all?
Depends where Fort was because
I think he was
Johan
in the
brought.
back.
I was in the
Gopal.
cargo bay. Yeah.
So then I will be heading to the cockpit. So I will probably be going through where you are then.
Okay, when I see you, I'd be like, "Cattier lady," and it's just clear that he doesn't have that same usual luster that Iosif has. It's kind of sad at the same moment, and he's just like, "Okay, I don't know you. Goodbye," and then he just lets him go.
Just walk on. We'll see how many sessions we can go before you learn.
No, I don't think Iosif cares what your name is. But after seeing the cat lady, he's gonna walk back into the back room and go, when is Gordon?
It took a day, but Yosef finally realized that the pilot's missing.
And he's squinting and everything, so you can tell the light from the outside of the ship from coming on, and he's sitting there why is that so bright? Ugh. But he's looking right at Gopal. Gordon, Horton, Lord Fort, the guy with he grabbed the steery thing. Ugh. He's trying really hard to think of a name. He's just you know what? Doesn't matter. He calls up the medical person he knows from the other day, and he's like, "Have you seen Terrence?" And it's just like completely wrong, like not even at all close. And like the guy doesn't even know. He's just like, yeah, I can't remember what he looks like. No, no, he's not a cat. And then he just like hangs up.
About this time over the
It's
intercom,
Babby.
you hear the voice of the new pilot
The
say,
voice of a babby.
also the voice of Babby,
Sorry.
saying, "Well, where are we going?" And that's it.
Yeah.
And the
So
engines turn on.
so deliberation with Azza. So we could go and check out that quarantine place, right?
Oh,
That
the
is
one
very
at
far away,
305.
but you could.
Two
Yeah.
years. Two
What
years.
about
Yeah,
the
right,
305 that had the space Craigslist ad on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that's
had
already
that other
been-
thing we were supposed to do at 305.
Yeah, we
It's
passed
been
by
it's
it.
been a month. That's already been like taken up by a lot of other groups.
Okay.
damn.
Crap.
More than one
You're
actually.
lost in space.
Yeah.
So
for a
there
very long
isn't-
It was
So are
probably
there
dealt
any,
with while we were lost in space.
So I'm going to check out Krog's list and see if there are any shipping jobs we can do here.
Okay, sure, yeah. There's actually
Like
a
from
pretty from here.
Yeah.
No,
No.
because the main thing is that 305, the place with the super radioactive meltdown planet,
Okay.
that was the main like trade route and stuff from 304 to 306.
Mhm.
But 304 also still has 404 right next to it, so they can trade with each other too. But it's just harder to trade from 304 to 306 because 306 is is the one that's been cut off.
Yeah.
So like there are some postings for running stuff from running stuff to 306, which is the sector you're in, but there's nothing running from 306.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we let them starve out for a bit, we can get more money for run.
Someone else is just gonna fill in faster than us, though. Anyway.
I mean that's also something that just doesn't necessarily go away
Mhm.
because they're always going to need some more supplies at least. And sort of the like you guys may have heard this in like a news bulletin or something in the Darwin Research Center, but one of the planets in the same system, Roxen, is currently going through an industry boom because 305 got taken out. So they're starting to really ramp up their industry to try to make sure that the rest of the sector is, well equipped and stuff like that.
Okay. Are there any shipping jobs from Krog's list on Krog's list from there? I like how Krog's list has become the canon name for this.
Sounds legit.
So you mean like within system?
Yeah. We need
Not
a
really
freaking
actually.
job.
Like they've already got most of their own like transportation between worlds. Because
Sure.
when you're not traveling between systems, it's a lot easier to transport stuff. So most of these companies can already have their own sort of like
Yeah, they
back
just
and
do it
forth.
privately.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, in that case, well, I'm going to
Speaking of the Krog's list, there are let's see other things that
like
are
a lot
on
of
there.
stuff from other
What can we
systems
do?
would be outdated though, wouldn't they?
Possibly, yeah.
By a couple days. So like messenger ships are like 4 times faster than your ship. So a message posting from or a job posting from Titan system, which is 304, 2 systems away, it'll take you guys for 12 days, but it'll take a messenger ship 3 days.
Mm.
We need to get a messenger ship.
We should
a better
hijack a
engine.
messenger ship. That would be perfect.
Just a new spike drive is all you need.
Yeah, you could get a new spike drive. Costs a lot though.
We could get a new navigation computer.
That's
So-
probably more important, yeah.
So we
Then
arrive where we
trim the
want
course.
to be.
All right. Well, Right now,
and
like we're
also
pretty
not fail.
open. I propose. So I'm gonna like kind of gather the crew up in the up on the bridge, and say, all right. So right
Keep in
now,
mind that you also have the pendant and the microcrystals.
right? Okay. So I'm gonna talk with everyone and say, okay, well, we have information on the location of a massive cache of pre-scream data, and we have something that we probably should take in to get analyzed. My proposition is we head to a university, some place of learning that we can sell the information to.
If only
Right,
there
and
was planet we could sell to on 304.
I know, right? I propose
the
we head
two
back. I propose we head back to Titan.
there are three major universities, like major, like they are known for being universities. One is in 704, I believe. Where is it? 606. So Seita, that's a psionics. Uh, wait, no, it's not. Where is? Okay, so the one that you can actually access without taking a year uh,
Yeah.
in space travel is Kanad is probably the closest like super major one. And that is it's not on Tarad, which is the quarantine world. It's on Agrin.
But it's still in 305.
It's 203.
Oh, okay. Well, let's head
All right,
there.
so
Don't think
yeah,
a plan.
yeah. I'm
Do
gonna
some
propose.
investigation on this stuff.
I'm gonna propose we head to Kanad, or not to Kanad, but to 203.
Yeah, 203 is Kanad, and
Yeah, so that's gonna
Agrin
take.
is in that system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yosef is just going to like kind of stare at you for a moment. And he's just going to be like, "We need money to pay for ship before we get to Kanad."
No, first month's free. Or no, wait, no, we already went through the first month. How much does the ship rental cost again?
6 days per sector. There's
Ten-
at least 4 sectors. That's almost a month in
10,000 per
travel.
month.
10,000 per
And
month.
so far it's been 1 month and 5 days.
Okay.
Actually, 5, 6, 7 days.
And
because
how
So
of
long?
the
I bring this
infirmary
up
stuff.
again, and I'm saying it's 6
So you have 3 weeks.
days per sector of travel. That is 4 sectors, so that is month right there. So we need a job between here and there.
Well, I'm willing to bet when we tell him about what kind of information we have, like he'll know that we can pay him. Just maybe a little bit slow. I imagine he'll be lenient considering it's just going to be the first 2 months. And besides,
We
we're in his
already not
goodwill.
pay for first month. It's like we late on second month. We can't pay you 10K in 2 months.
We can pay him a fair amount up front.
We could
I
just
still
steal the
think,
ship.
you
Maybe you
know,
could pay me the 10,000.
lady with fake ears make point. Maybe ship go missing. Maybe it be different ship now.
You know,
Who
that
knows?
man was just eccentric enough that I don't want to know what he's going to do to someone who steals one of his ships. If I can somehow avoid
It's pretty
that.
easy to like blacklist ships like he's the owner of the ship.
Mhm.
If it goes missing and he doesn't have an explanation, he can just blacklist it, and you guys would be like, "Hey, can we request docking?" And they'd be like, "Sure, dock in this port. You're grounded. Wow, look at that."
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff like that can happen.
It's okay. I
So-
reassign Beacon. We'd be A-okay. Perfect work. Yosef never fail.
I propose that we fly to Titan, we contact him, let him know what's happened, what we've done.
His name is Malik, by the way.
Malik, right. So I propose
Well, here
that
is
we...
other idea. Malik is businessman. Maybe he wants information too.
This is possible.
It is rare pre-tech. He's eccentric, has money.
That's true as
We have
well.
that pretext scientist who also wanted to know pretext stuff.
We could sell the data to him. Let's do it. I like
just
the
see
idea.
If he's interested, it's shorter trip. It's only 2 weeks. We have another week. When we get there, it's fine.
Mhm.
And that is first planet where we could possibly get job anyway. Maybe he has something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I agree. Let's go. Punch in Titan.
All right. Turn on the engines and take off. I do barrel rolls as we're going up to see who gets sick.
Yosef is definitely the first one to get sick. He just bowls
Yeah, he is.
over, and I am projectile vomiting in the direction of Johan.
And so, like, as they're doing this, and I'm watching Yosef lose his lunch. Should we roll actually?
I want to roll for accuracy. What's your AC? I want to see if it gets in your armor.
Oh,
My accuracy
I'm not
is
always
amazing.
wearing my
It's gonna-
armor, dude.
No,
what
it's
are you
at
trying- what are you
Johan.
trying to do?
No, he, Dr. Mark 2.0, who we still have no idea what his name is because nobody's bothered asking.
Yeah.
I only bring
Doing
this
barrel
up because Yosef doesn't care. He's doing barrel rolls, and Yosef was drunk and sick, so he is now puking at Johan. And I think that should be
What? You're cutting out there.
Yazaraki there.
There we go. What? Uh-oh. I can't hear any of you guys. Hello? Hello? Oh, yep. Discord died. Reconnecting. Okay. We may need to use Fox's TeamSpeak. Oh, in case anyone didn't know, I'm the one that's controlling stream. Testing? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I muted. Oh. Manage. Oh god. No, that's not what I want. Okay, hello? Can you guys hear me? Wait a minute. Oh, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Yeah. Don't know why not. This tab isn't muted or anything. I'll try exiting out of Discord. Hello? Oh, back to Discord. Okay. Hello?
So much happier.
Hello. Shh.
Okay.
Mute.
Yep. Remuting everyone. All right, Discord's back up. Yay!
We did it.
Well,
Success.
I mean, what do we do, really?
Navigation check was successful though.
Yay!
That navigation check.
We're already off to a better start than before.
Well, technically, before Morgan also rolled an 11 on like one of his first checks too.
True.
I also want to bring this point in here that we left our former pilot without any investigation as to why he's gone. We're just like, well, he's
Or
gone.
where
Grab
he
someone else.
actually
Let's
is.
go. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, no problem. He's gone.
It's okay.
It's not that
He's not
Yosef
important.
cares, but maybe some other
You don't
people
even
that
know what his
actually have a
name is.
conscience care. It's definitely like Horton or Jim or
Jim.
Terrence or Philip. I don't know, something like that.
All right, so you guys are en route to system 305. I moved the token.
Da, 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 da.
Sweet. So 6 days. I imagine these 6 days are going to be kind of awkward, since you guys are all stuck on a ship. A very small ship.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like most of the ship is cargo space. The vast majority of it is cargo.
I guess
cargo
Yosef-
space and engine room is most of the ship.
I'm gonna be
Yosef is-
spending. I'm gonna be spending my days in the cockpit, or not in the cockpit, but the on the bridge, making sure that
escorting the nameless pilot
yeah.
around.
And during this time, I'd ask her name.
My name is Yami Yamamoto,
Yami.
although my call sign is Kamikaze. Call me that.
I am rethinking how we want to have pilot on ship.
Or if you prefer,
I'm not there. I'm not there at all.
my original nickname was Kami. If you that.
Kami. So what exactly does that mean?
Spirit.
Fine.
Although I earned the latter nickname because I killed so many people in the Civil War. I shot down over 30 ships.
Do you want to tell him what the name of the planet was, or
I did not.
okay?
Really?
I'm just wondering, like, if you
It's
didn't
the
remember,
Civil
or if
War.
I remember.
you
I've got my background pulled up.
Okay.
really? Yeah. So
I
like really.
like it a lot. It's like in the Civil War, as if everyone knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
so yeah,
probably like
Gapala's gonna
some
bring this up.
backwater
So
thing.
what Civil War?
The Hanshu Imperial Civil War.
Oh, Aza.
So, Paula, you can roll culture spacer or culture traveler.
Either one is the same.
Traveler then. I mean, the roll's the same, so like,
For
yeah, you don't know what she's talking about.
I'm not gonna give any indication to that. I'm just gonna nod.
Not approvingly, yes.
No, not approvingly. Just like I see that as a thing.
I also have knowledge.
Just
of
take you on
this.
your word for it.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Yes. Well, I was a fighter pilot there. Not anymore though.
Really, what'd you fly?
Fighter.
What kind of fighter? There are many fighters.
You can just make one up.
Fighter Interceptor 13B, the Hanshu Imperial Navy.
I have no frame of reference for that one.
I just love it.
You,
Just
you
love
don't
it.
know the Imperial ships?
Would I know that, Asa? Like, would I know that one?
Fox, how like so does Honshu have are its ships known for anything? Is it just
No.
like a
I mean,
contained
They're solidly military. They're not behind anything.
So one of the
Not
major
important at all. He's
If you
just
haven't
one
heard of the
cultures.
Hanshu Empire, you haven't heard of it.
the major ship the major space yard is on Landra, which is where you guys started. Do you think some of the Honshu ships may have been imported from Landra, or
Yeah,
would they
that
be
sounds
like
reasonable.
domestically made? Okay,
A lot of them
So,
would be
like-
domestically made, but some of the corvettes and stuff, I presume.
how about the one that you flew?
No, the fighters would be domestic.
Okay, so yeah, Gopala, you don't know.
All right. I'm gonna say, never heard of it.
I'm gonna
haven't heard of
kind of
what?
while
The
this
ship?
conversation
The
is
ship?
going on, just
That's a pity. It's a nice ship. Flies very nice.
while this conversation is going on, I'm just gonna kind of walk in and be like, "Hey, this looks a little bit friendlier than a couple days ago."
Hello?
Yeah. So
So
Does
I'm
this
gonna.
make things more awkward or less?
Yes.
Probably more awkward. Gapolla's like, oh right, and then he like shimmies up on his gun, just a little more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it's-
grips my.
When Johan comes in, does Gopala be like, "Oh shit, I have to look like I'm keeping an eye on her and like making sure she's not out of control," or is it just like, "Yeah, we're a little more relaxed now"?
I'm not going to try anything. Like
No, I don't mean
I'm
try, but like when Johan walks into the room, are you like, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to be like putting on this act"?
no, Gopala is still very obviously dubious, and if anything, is a little bit iffy on Johan walking in, as if to say, "You're the one who brought this one in."
So I said my name. What's yours?
Gopala, I'm the captain.
Caboose, does your
Hey,
character
what-
have any distinguishing features? Like a beard?
I remember you saying that you like cleaned up your beard and stuff once you got on the ship,
Yeah. It was
so you don't
it's
look like a
clean-
homeless person
I
anymore.
remember what it was. It was it's a cleaned up like black hair, black goatee, pretty clean look. With not super nice clothing, but like super low income clothing that has been taken care of so it looks relatively nice.
So, Mr. Goatee, you've never told me.
Oh, my name's Johan. Sorry about that. What's yours?
Yami Yamamoto. Although
Oh, okay.
my call sign's Kamikaze, you can call me that. Kami.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Well, we haven't crashed so far. I'll take that as a good sign.
Well,
I'm one of the best.
in their defense, it's very hard to crash with space being so empty.
And
but
yet
I'm
we
really good
somehow,
at it.
and yet
Technically,
on the
Morgan
way
never
here,
crashed.
we managed to nearly crash.
Exactly.
Technically,
So-
Morgan never crashed. You just got lost a bunch.
Johan,
he just,
have you heard
traveled
of
and went
the?
nowhere.
Have you heard of my fighter, the FI-13B?
Caboose, you want to make a spacer roll?
I got it. Where's my +1? I still don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
No, never heard of it. But what was the military operation like? Was it well organized, or was it kind of more of a?
Well, I have to admit that most of the pilots there were a bunch of pansies who flew by a book instead of by the stick of their ship. But it's mainly a rebellion. The enemy was technologically inferior, but they were certainly persistent, and we couldn't really see where they were coming from. One time, actually, the last battle I was in, the Shinano was caught out from guard without escort against the enemy fleet. They'd grounded me, else they would have survived that probably.
Grounded
She kind
you.
of looks distant and
Yeah.
grins a little.
So, why exactly were you grounded? Did you try to run off with their ship?
No, the wingman I was assigned to on my last mission before being grounded was incompetent, and when I flew off to kill some of the enemies, he got himself killed, and I was blamed for it. Incompetent dog.
You could say you're the type of soldier that likes to get the job done and not worry about, the sacrifice to get there.
No, I'd say I'm the
Uh,
type of soldier that likes to kill people and
I
know,
think
be the
what
best.
the word
Oh.
everyone is looking for
Okay.
here is reckless.
Did Yosef join this conversation?
Yosef is not here. This is just out of character.
He's
Like,
talking
everyone's kind
through
of
the
looked
space
for it.
Roomba.
No, I am not.
Please.
Yosef is like he's not socializing at all. Yosef is trying to repair the Reaper battery again.
Oh,
You want to
really?
make a roll for that?
No.
Let's do it. Post tech.
Fuck.
Or I guess
Oh,
tech
this is not
astro-
gonna turn
This
out
Do you have
well.
tech
is why we
astronautic?
fail.
It would be tech astronautic, yeah.
They're all the same for me.
This is why we fail.
We're re-rolling.
Okay, good idea.
Run, I can reroll too. I forgot. Didn't need to yet.
Oh.
Hey!
9 gets it, yeah.
It
Oh my
does?
God.
Oh, I thought it was 10. I was like, no.
Was it 10?
It was 9. It was 9.
No,
It was
it's
9. It was 9.
It's definitely
Look at all the
Definitely
people.
not.
I know
Look
what
it up
you're
now.
talking about.
You can't go back on it.
Yeah, look it up.
No. You said it's fine.
I probably just give it to you anyway because that's my fault for slipping up.
Said it's
Um,
fixed. It's fixed. Can't unfix.
You can't
Well,
unfix
actually,
the thing
you
you
know-
can't fix.
Actually, let's wait till I find this and see what happens.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Rip our health pole.
All right. Okay, it is difficulty 10, but I will say that
Some of my meanderings before actually fixed it a little bit, made the DC easier.
Sure. Oh, yeah, let's go with that.
He looked at the chair that he constructed and realized, holy shit, this
That could
doesn't
have been
go
used.
there.
Wait, I wasn't
I
supposed
was
to take all the
debating-
Reaper electronics and put them into the chair.
I was debating like
It's like an
saying
electric
you
chair.
you don't lose a hit point for this, but it does make it a little easier next time. And since it was successful, you still lose a hit point for the ship anyway. So
It's fair.
Yeah, it was the chair. That was our hit point we lost.
And
Directed
I
to the
guess
Reaper battery.
I guess at this point, if like I fix it and then I kind of go to the front of the ship and I'd be like, look in and be like, Reaper battery may be fixed. Let's try
Maybe.
shooting it. Maybe we go big. I don't know. And then he like walks off.
Yami immediately gets out of the chair and starts running to the Reaper battery controls.
As she's running away, we're like, wait, aren't you flying? Never
You
mind.
don't really
I-
need to do
yeah,
a
you
lot
don't-
at this
you don't-
point.
I know. But my character doesn't know that.
okay, yeah,
Can you even fire the Reaper battery while
no,
No.
not while you're jumping.
she realizes that like halfway and just
Like, not that it's physically impossible. Bad things would happen in terms of physics if you tried, but like the ship automatically locks down the weapons while you, not while you're in drive space, because technically you do that during combat. But when you're traveling at light speed through drive space, it locks it down.
I'm just thinking like you go to shoot it and we're moving so fast it just like exits the wrong direction, blows up the gun again. It's like oh.
It fires the shot off, it gets to the end of the barrel, and then just goes back and goes through the back of the Reaper battery.
Yep.
Well, Yosef's just sitting there. I think it's broke again.
I wonder.
Shoot it backwards.
A Reaper
the
battery
shot.
does 3d4 damage, so you would have taken 6 damage if that was the case, but it's not. So don't take 6
We-
damage.
We could just say it would broke the Reaper battery. It doesn't necessarily hurt us, you know.
Well, I'll sit back in the pilot's chair, looking a little saddened that I realized that it can't fire in warp.
I'm going to say, remember, you're the pilot. I'm the one that mans the gun.
Let's not make her
Why
angry
not
right
both?
now.
Why not both? Because it's
We
a
can
manned
switch off.
turret.
And, you know, mid combat, I'll jump out of the seat. I'll go shoot a couple guys. You take over the flying.
Because
you
there's
fly?
no way I could
You
ever live
take
up to
team
your
pilot.
flying.
This is good idea. Yes, you high five and you change positions. It's very effective.
All right, how
Or
about
we
this?
could just teach the
Next
Roomba
time
to
we're
do
in
it.
orbit over a planet, I can
No, I
get
still
in the
haven't
gun.
told any of you what the deal with the Roomba is. And
So-
unless any of you have inspected the console and saw the button, nobody still knows.
So like the rest of you guys just see this Roomba going around beeping at things.
I pounce
And it
it.
no longer sweeps, by the way. It it was to
Doesn't
clean the
clean
ship.
anymore.
It doesn't clean anymore. Like its only function now is finding heat sources on the ship.
Awesome.
So, Yosef, I'm noticing our cleaning robot doesn't clean anymore.
Yeah, it's been like, well, we'll say it's
Been
been
like
4 days
5
or
days.
something.
Please.
What?
I
What's
found
his problem? You
No, I-
don't need to have the cleaning. You just stop throwing garbage on floor. It's fine. Don't.
Yeah, that would
I mean, I would,
you know,
I
I
agree
would
with
love
that
it.
plan, but you have like 30 bottles of vodka over there that are all on the floor.
Roomba couldn't pick those up anyway. It's no big deal. I have improved it. Roomba is working fine. It's great.
I like how they're still
Well,
called
what
Roombas
does it
1,000
do?
years in the future.
The brand name is very
see,
strong.
Space
it's
Roombas.
even better.
Very
no,
solid
even better
brand.
than that is that like 0G, so you know it like does the walls and everything too. So it's like floating and it's got like little stabilizers like, on the roof. It's wonderful.
So
Great
what does it
invention.
do now?
It basically follows around the ship's cockroach.
It was looking, and he kind of like looks off into the distance. It's like, what did I do? And then he's like, it was looking for Mormon.
You mean Morgan?
And he kind of
What?
looks confused for a bit. Yes, that's
pilot.
what I said.
Our old pilot. Okay. Did it
It's
find
still
anything?
looking for pilot. He is not on. Oh, wait, like I like look at you for a second. And I'm like, hey, I haven't even looked at that. So I like get up and I go to the pilot cockpit thing and I hit this thing and it's like showing like time frames and like all the different rooms with heat patterns. And I'm like, do I see anything, Azraki?
See anything? What?
Like, do I see like is basically on the ship? Did the Roomba find him on the ship?
No, never.
Okay, I'm like looking at it and I'm like, do we have like what would that be?
Or
Shower on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sit there and I see a really blurry photo of someone in the shower and I'm like, that needs some video decoding. No, it doesn't look like it found anything. And I like print off something to my personal PDA.
well,
Or
we
my
can
personal compad.
effectively say that he's not on the ship.
Yes,
Oh
And
man,
we
this
left
is
without him.
no. This is pornography in the fourth millennium.
No, it's even
IR.
better because think
pornography.
of it. Hot water with a person, you could just barely make out shapes. So all you see is like a blur and there's like steam on the thing. So it's pretty much a box.
Man, fourth
of
millennium
red.
pornography is weird.
I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna look at the steam and I'm gonna look back at you and be like, you do realize that the majority of these crew is dudes, and she wasn't on the ship. Like
I'm
she's
going to
only
look at
piloting.
you kind of confused for a bit, and I'm like, what does that have to do with making sensors more accurate? Look at this distorted picture. You can make up nothing.
Oh, that's where you were going with that. Okay.
And he's
Ever
still
diplomatic.
like confused, and he's like, well, you are strange.
It's fine. You know, it's probably just my hometown thing. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
And like he's just like honestly confused, and he's just like walking around. It's like, what would he think I'd be looking for? And like that's when Yosef just leaves.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a strange one.
So you guys arrive in the 305 system, Kina.
I like how Kami is the one remarking that someone else is the strange one.
I still have no idea her name, by the way.
I feel
You
like
should see it.
I feel like it should be that way, considering Yosef's current history with pilots.
No, I've already got a nickname picked out for when she does introduce herself.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's good.
So 200 credits if you want to refuel the one jump. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and jump straight to 304 and
We're refueling.
bulk all of it.
I know better this time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take out the 200.
You got that?
We'll refuel.
Heat sensing.
Do-do-do. Magical heat sensing robot.
Shall we continue onwards, or do you want to stop here?
6,100. Well, we
It's
could
been
if we
2
wanted.
hours.
Yeah, it's
It's been 2 hours, so
Session wise.
Oh yeah, yeah.
just keep going. Keep rolling.
Yeah, I thought they were saying like stop at this planet.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so like or at this system.
Yeah,
Are there any
that-
other planets in this system that like are of note?
Are there what?
Are there any other
Planets that-
planets in this system of note?
Nope. You have the one planet, bunch of asteroids, and then the space station that's like basically just a refueling station.
Did we
that you guys are
is
at
there
right
any
now.
big thing that has happened since we were in jump space
This
for
was
6
the
days?
nuclear one, I think.
Uh,
Just
yeah,
occasionally
this is the
hearing the
nuclear-
motors going in those cat ears.
Nothing substantial happened here.
Well, I just mean in general.
Sense.
Like have we heard
Oh.
anything new, like big Craigslist or Craigslist wise or anything like that? It's big
Let's see.
traveling.
The not yet. Nope. So you guys want to make another jump?
Yes,
Fully
let's
fueled
jump.
up and all that.
Jump,
Refuel and
jump,
jump.
Do you want me to
jump?
trim the course? You get there a little earlier.
I
Well,
think we
no.
can hold off this time.
Okay.
We're not in a hurry. Why didn't we trim the course?
We could have trimmed the course.
I'm a very good pilot.
You know what you should have done? You should have. Fox was just not listening to us and just trimmed the
I
course.
Done it anyway. That's what Yosef would have
We
done.
wouldn't have known.
He would have taken a vote,
we
and
got
then he
here
would have
early.
done what he wanted in the first place.
Nice having a real pilot.
All right. Well,
Alright.
Now if I could just get a navigation computer. It was all in my head.
Yeah, shall.
Maybe ears work as antennas so you can make better navigation roll. Maybe Space Kitty is onto something.
So I doubt you guys have anything else to do since we were just
Doing the role
going
Yeah.
doing the role play.
At some point, I will introduce myself to Yosef so he knows my name.
Okay, so what was your character's name? So like Yosef looks at
Yummy.
you and he's like,
Yamamoto. Yummy Yamamoto.
Yum yum. Yeah. I will
Yum
call
Yum.
you Yum Yum.
you
Yummy
realize that actually.
Yamamoto.
Okay, that's hilarious. Okay.
Yum. Yum yum. And he says it triumphantly, like as if it's right. It's like,
She glares at you.
There's
and a big
totally-
smile.
There's a Gilbert and Sullivan musical. Like neither Gilbert nor Sullivan knew anything about Japan, and so they came up with vaguely Japanese sounding
Mikado?
names, and one of the main characters is named Yum Yum.
Are you talking about the Mikado?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be calling you, and I'll be like, my name is Yosef, and just nods. It's like I would
Yosef.
very
Horribly-
much like to disassemble your ears sometime. And he says that in the most creepy way possible. And he's not specifying the mechanical ears or your real ears.
If you let me disassemble you first. With my Meowser.
And he kind of looks, it's like not understanding what the Meowser is. It's like, are you a doctor?
Do you have drugs?
No, he's just saying, are you a doctor? It's like, well, if you wish to learn of human body, I do wish to learn of ears.
Let's let the others hear it first. Make sure they're okay with me disassembling you, and I will definitely be okay with that.
Yosef like turns on the like comms and is like, did you guys know Yum Yum is doctor?
So like I guess I'm like Gopala would be eating at this point, so he's just like and of course there's no way for us to respond, right?
Other
I
than
think
going
at
through
this
it.
point it's one way. It's kind of like broadcast to the entire ship because I didn't know where you are.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Like, Yum Yum is doctor. Great find.
Like,
At
I
that point,
feel like
shake my head and go
Gopala-
back to the bridge.
Gopala has learned to tune Yosef out a lot of the time.
Yosef's like really excited. It's like, so when can I see ears?
After I see your insides.
What part
your
of my
way.
insides excites
Yeah.
you most? Yosef's like really excited.
I like the heart best because it bleeds.
Well,
Making a
all of
wish.
Yosef bleeds. I was bleeding out the foot the other day.
Yeah. But the heart. It's the best!
And like
Who do we
Yosef's gonna
fucking
look in,
hire?
it's like, you being medical professional, you know that heart is not in that traditional heart shape that they put everywhere. Did you know heart is not symmetrical at all?
Yes.
When I held the first beating heart in my hand, I was very shocked.
Stop. Stop. That raises so many questions.
Does
Continue.
anybody know offhand whether or not July has a 31st?
I can find out for you in about 10 seconds.
You could probably just Google
No?
July 31st.
Yes,
July
no?
does have a 31st.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You got a clock at the bottom of your computer. You can click that. You can head months.
No.
When you guys arrive,
Or-
it's July 31st.
Or what we could say is in the future, they've
31st.
done away with non-symmetrical months.
It's 30 days every day.
It's
30
according to the
days
metric
every month.
system now.
It's
Everything's
metric
30.
time. It makes sense. Why? It's like, okay, we have 7 weeks and then 4
You know what? Yeah.
into a month. Why isn't
Yosef's
it like
right.
a 10-day cycle and 10 weeks is a month and then 10, it's
I honestly actually thought about doing that, but then I realized that it's probably just going to be too complicated, so let's not do that. However, in the future, each day is like 100th of a second longer, like each individual day, because people thought it was dumb that there were
to
leap
account for
years.
the leap year.
Yeah, yeah.
And it makes no sense. It's like we're in space. Why are we still using Earth time? It's like let's
Yeah,
just
daylight savings time is no longer a thing either.
I love daylight savings time.
It's like one time, regardless of planet, regardless of time zone. There you go.
Meanwhile,